Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Yesterday doesn't matter, it only serves as a ladder. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so make your plans accordingly. Today is a new day to start again. Take each moment one by one and do the best you can. Grand Rising, today is a new day to start again. It is 5/22/2025. Boom, baby! Go Pacers. Game 1 at New York against the Knickerbockers. Down by a ton all game long, really. They fought really hard, and then somewhere in the third quarter, there were two different fouled on a three-point shot free throw situations, and then some kind of bad play, weird stuff that resulted in us getting down by like 14, and then we really struggled to try to come back from that. And it looked like it was pretty much over after they fought back a couple times, made some mistakes, but all in all, they really just played hard the whole game. I watched the whole thing, and it was funny. Towards the end of the game, there were 3 different times where I was going to get up, but I'd watched this team for the last 2 years, and I knew that they played with so much heart. So I love it. Kind of relates to my life recently. Starting this new year, if you want to call it a new year of 2025, I really have gotten my ass kicked in sales for 3 months. Really, I've been hurting financially just trying to, because I'm at a point in my life where I'm trying to move forward. And I really do think that you just get what you're supposed to get at the time. And I've been trying really hard, and I think I'm supposed to continue to learn frugality and to learn that you don't do anything for payment. You do things for the good of following the way. And that's what you're supposed to learn. And so I actually took a pay cut in my situation. I was given a choice kind of, and decided to go into a different direction, which has a smaller pay structure. It's easy to say that. I think that's public knowledge. But I feel so much better. And I'm really just not afraid of anything as long as I feel like I'm moving in my purpose. I feel like I'll get what I'm supposed to get as long as I keep moving in the right direction. So I wanted to buy my girls some fine jewelry for this next trip. It was something that I wanted to do. Last time I got them jewelry, but it was more, I have a budget and I have limited funds. And I wanted to do something a little nicer this time, but I should have budgeted a little better. I thought that I would make a little better, more income. So, but I have done really well, and I'm not trying to like hurt myself on it. I just was expecting better, and I haven't gotten that much financial benefits from what I've been doing. My fruits have not been paying off or haven't been growing, but I'm still planting seeds. Sometimes you just got to plant a lot of seeds. Anyways, so I wanted to buy them some jewelry. I think I've talked about it in previous videos. I decided to go through Amazon because it's just the best situation for me. The problem is it is smaller jewelry than I was hoping for. I guess not hoping for, but I was expecting smaller jewelry, but it is very small because it's fine jewelry and on a budget. So I have to explain to them that this is not big and blingy, but it's what I've got, and I want to build from this because it's kind of, if I want to give my girls something, I do like the idea of jewelry. Jewelry is very intentful. It can give you, if you give it to someone, it can carry with it intent. So that's what I'm going to try to do moving forward, and it's a work in progress. So I'm sure they will understand. I really wish I would have sold better. It's made me reflect back on the last 3 months on things that I could have done better to do better. And not only that, decisions that I've made. I've ate out a lot trying to be social, which I think has helped me some, but I also tip well. So when I eat out and I'm social, I'm also tipping well. I don't drink, so that makes it much less money, but I totally could have stayed home much more than I have in the last 90 days. So It is what it is. I'm just taking account of myself. One thing about whenever I'm going on a little stretch where I'm not going to be at work, actually during a very busy time, it's Memorial Day weekend, but my daughter has a graduation and it was really important for me to go to be at that. So I am trying to, what's important is you want to try to hit strong before you go out. So you want to like have a good day, and a good day. And then when you come back, you want to kind of hit the ground running. It really helps to, the thing about going on vacation, especially when you're a commissioned salesperson and you're a paycheck to paycheck person, is whenever you take time off, you are going to have to adjust. So it always comes back to more work. Like when you go on vacation, you're just going to have to work harder when you get back, and you have to work hard before you go on it so you don't leave all this stuff disheveled. And I've done that a couple times that really burned me in my life, leaving on vacation without having things tied up. Treat each day one day at a time. Take the wins and accept them. The one thing about that Pacers win, it's really hard to come back from that in the next game, so it'll be interesting. You have to keep your game face in the game. You got to remember there's still on that Kobe Bryant mentality, the Black Mamba of, it ain't over. Is it over? What are we talking about right now? We're still in the middle of the dance. We're at halftime. And I think some people can release and other people just need to stay in character. And that's just the way that life is in general. So I'm giving my life everything I got on these videos. New day to start. Today, the way that I'm trying to live my life, I'm trying to give it everything I got. I'm running on mind, body, and soul. And I don't have a lot of money right now, but I'm strong in the other three. And I think they're probably more important than money. I'm working on being my best. I'm building. I ain't looking back. I want to keep this short because I got shit to do. And no one is watching these anyways. I don't even get my 3 likes. This is when I really gave up on trying to push these videos. I went back and some of my videos have 0 likes that I've literally liked 3 times myself, but they still have 0 likes on them. And you're just like, well, if I can't even like my own video, then what am I trying to do for? So I've given up on trying to make New Day to Start something. It is what it is. I've put enough out there, but I'm still doing it because it's, like I said, always, it's for me. Anyone that does watch these, I'm really close to amazing things happening. And you should take note of that. If you want to have any forecast of my umbrella, I have one. The way that life has fallen and the way my life is currently falling, when people ask who you are, when you were the father, I have to move into a situation where there will be people asking, who's that guy? And somebody's going to have to say, oh, he's her dad. Because I haven't been there for a while. I mean, I've been there once since August. And that was for about 4 days. So, it is what it is. I don't need to stand a certain way or wear a certain outfit, but I do. There is nothing more important to me than the happiness and growth of my children. I have given this to, I want to put in quotations, God. People that know me know that that really is a struggle for me to say it that way, but I have faith that if I am a disciple, I will live well, my life will bear fruit. It just ain't yet. Though it has. I'm going to just tell you this right now for anyone that's ever watched any of my stuff. I know of 4 people in particular that I planted seeds with that I would call my daughters, that I know will bear fruit. They will bear fruit. So that's all I really have to say about that. I'm just trying to show what light I have. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. let it shine. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. You have to work on my drinking water. I need to drink a little bit more water. I've been drinking way too much coffee. I know that to be true. That has been an indulgence that I have been partaking in too much lately. I'm standing right here. I'm in the best shape of my life, and I keep getting in better shape. The shoulder that I was worried about is getting better. That makes me feel better because I'm getting closer to being able to swing the golf club a little bit. I want to make sure that I'm ready for that. I'm totally making sure I'm in the new state of mind of these new athletes that say, I ain't walking back out there until I'm 100%. That's how it's going to be. But when I do, look out. This is a operation we got going on here. I can't afford to get injured, so I can't start injured. I need to make sure there'll be a time. I got plenty of time left. I could play golf into my 70s. I'm going to shoot even par at 78 at my current trajectory. I'll be able to shoot even par at 78 on like a pretty tough golf course. Like you right now who's watching this, probably I'll be able to tangle with you at 78 years old on the golf course if I keep my current trajectory. So I'm just saying I'm not going to have a pipe in my mouth like my dad did. I'm going to be like lean and ready to go. So I'm sharp. I'm very observant. I am sharp. I was worried about possibly getting into the dementia thing because I do have a forgetful mind. But you know what I've been really working on is I'm not going to manifest that. I'm going to work on getting healthy. And if I'm healthy, I won't have to worry about having a deteriorating mind. I think it'll work itself out. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. Watch these back later. I hope I do have clarity still in my older age because I think I have a lot to give and I think it's important to be able to give it. So I'm working on making sure I stay clear by drinking water and probably cutting a little of the coffee out. I am sharp. I am very observant. I've been getting flexible. I'm well schooled. I'm well studied. I've been in a lot of different environments. If you want to interact with me, you better know Socrates. I'll make you laugh and cry and scream without even trying, but I won't even do that. I'm going to let you run the show. I am not a spoiled, scrawny kid anymore. I may not look like much, but I'm a magician, so good luck. Let's go Pacers. Do great, be grateful. Go get life. I had one more thing here set aside. I got bark. I had a lot of bark when I was young. Sometimes I get all revved up and I look kind of silly. I look like a little dog barking. But I will say this. I've been working on flexibility. And the thing about flexibility is you gain strength and nobody really realizes it. So I've been trying to get to a different weight. I knew I was at a particular weight that I really got slimmed down to get my belly down as low as I can get it. A friend of mine, an old friend of mine that actually quit drinking and quit smoking. He's a short little guy. Anybody that knows who I'm talking about, I used to call him Richie Rich. We've had our altercations in life, but he did give me a good one, and that was basically if you want to get healthy, get yourself down to like base and then build up. And I've used that a couple different times. The first time not as successful as this time, much more successful if I cut the dang coffee out. But anyways, I've had a few people in my life that were very impactful people. And I think that they actually are bearing fruit on their own in different areas. And so I do have some connection to that, whether I contributed to their pollination or they contributed to my pollination. There are several people that I have connected with in my life that I think are doing really well. And I'm going to take a little note of that. There's some tree that came from me. You can tell when people around you really don't care or have poor intentions for you just from their tone. It's just little things that it's very easy to pick on, subtle tells, if you've played a lot of poker. And I see masks and people that think that they're smarter than they are. And those people usually assume I am one of those people. And maybe I am. I'm going to leave it there. You decide. If you're somebody that was one of my older friends that ever stumbles back on listening to the things I say now, I pretty much talk the same game I did when I was 8. Have a great day. Do great. Be grateful. I'm going to get 3 dingers in. I still have time for a hot bath, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to cleanse and get myself prepared. We're getting close to my little adventure that I'm going to go on. And I just feel really good about life right now, other than I don't have a lot of financial help. But I'm strong in mind, body, and soul. What do we call that? We call that oil, blood, and breath. I'm strong. Have a great day. Do great. Be great. Be great.